than skill. Before I jump into today's topic, thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, commenting on the videos that we put out. It's definitely appreciated. Getting this message out to as many people as possible to help our organizations thrive, our personal leadership grow, and just getting better as a whole. As you guys know, the pivot experience is all about helping you pivot into your next, and it's all about progress over perfection. We want to strive to be the best versions of ourselves each and every day, and so the daily dose of leadership is a supplement to your effort in trying to get better, and trying to be better for yourself and your organizations, your homes, and your communities. And so again, today's topic is going to be attitude is more important than skill, and I want to just kind of highlight this because I think sometimes we confuse being a high-level performer with not having to have a great attitude. I work with people, I've seen people current and in the past that are fantastic workers. They know what the job is. They're great at doing the job, but their attitudes, man, are just not where they need to be. And a lot of times when your attitude is not where it needs to be, it negates the acceptance or how impactful you can be from an operational standpoint. And so, number one, attitude drives culture. Poor attitudes drive others to have bad attitudes, and it creates a terrible work environment. So it is very important that you have people on your team that are focused on driving culture and driving a positive culture. And one of the key fundamental items in having a positive driving culture is having a positive attitude. So if you have people who have a negative attitude on your team and they're allowed to exist, you're creating a culture where people don't want to be there, and then ultimately, which leads me to my next point, attitudes stifle performance, and so people's performance will stifle. You might have people who are A+ workers or give you A+ output, but they stop having the incentive to want to do so because there's somebody with the attitude on the team, somebody who is allowed to perpetuate their attitude, someone who's allowed to keep their attitude going. So it's like one of those, people who have attitudes on your team, they kill the momentum that you're creating as a business, because they're discouraging other people from wanting to be connected to the vision and connected to the organization because of their presence with their attitude. And number three, and I think I've already said this, if attitudes are allowed to linger, it looks like it's okay to you. So if you're letting someone be on your team, have an attitude, and if you're allowing that individual or a set of individuals to exist on your team, you're subconsciously saying to the teams that you serve that it's okay to have this attitude, and we're not, and it's not of our concern. And if you're in an organization, particularly in today's economy, culture has to be one of the top items on your list. One of the most important things on your things of priorities. And so, if culture is that, having people who have an attitude get in the way of you being the best version of yourself or the best version of that you can be, is something that definitely needs to be addressed. If you are a leader, or if you're not a leader, you need to bring it to a leader's attention. So all in all, attitudes play a huge role in how well your team performs, how connected your teams are, and then just how much growth that happens within your organization from a cultural standpoint, from a top line, bottom line standpoint. Attitude really is the driver for all those things, man. And so I appreciate you guys tuning in for today's Daily Dose. You guys can find me at Alex_Seal. That's at Alex, ALEX_Seal, SEALE. Be sure to search for us on YouTube, Alex Seal, and in my YouTube handle is the same as our Instagram handle. And I definitely hope that today's Daily Dose was beneficial to you guys. If you guys have any subjects or topics that you guys want discussed in the Daily Dose, man, be sure to drop those in the comments. I'll definitely put that on my radar of things to consider. And until next time, TPE family.